Hello students, welcome to the session of triangles. In this session we are going to discuss about triangles introduction, congruent, criteria for congruence of triangles. Actually you have studied about triangles and their various properties in your earlier classes. What is triangle? Triangle is a closed curve by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Actually tri means three. A triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. Here A, B, C is a triangle. A is one vertex, B is one vertex, C is one vertex. This is angle A, angle B, angle C. And the sides are AB, BC and CA. Actually this is a simple triangle only. Now we are going to study about in this session details about the congruence of triangles, rules of congruence, some more properties of triangles and inequalities in a triangle. First, what is congruent? Two figures are congruent if they are of the same shape and same size. That is actually congruent. Next, criteria for congruence of triangle means we are going to discuss SAS congruence rule, ASA congruence rule, AAS congruence rule, SSS congruence rule and RHS congruence rule. First, I will explain the congruent easily. Actually, two figures are said to be congruent if they have same shape and same size. Suppose you have to take two circles. So, two circles have same radii means two circles of the same radii are congruent. Two squares of the same sides are also congruent. Actually, what is SAS? The expansion of SAS is side angle side. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle. The next one is ASA, angle side angle. What is that? Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the triangle. So finally we have to say the two triangles are congruent. Next one is AAS congruence rule, that is angle, angle, side. Actually, how can we explain it? Two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angles and one pair of corresponding sides are equal. We have to say that is two triangles are congruent. The next one is SSS, that means side, side, side congruence rule. Suppose you have to take one triangle that is ABC. Next you have to take another one triangle PQR. You just look at the two triangles. The sides of the triangle are equal means we have to say the two triangles are congruent. That is AB is equal to PQ, BC equal to QR and CA equal to PR. So we have to say the two triangles are congruent. The next one is RHS rule. If in two right triangles hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Using RHS rule means first look at the triangle. Actually we have three sides in triangle. No, one of the angle is actually right angle. We just look at the hypotenuse side and one side of a triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. Actually in SSS, if three sides of one triangle are equal to three sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent using SSS congruence rule. Okay. Explanation of congruent definition. Actually two figures are congruent if they are of the same shape and of the same size. We take two circles. Actually look at the two circles. These two circles radius are 1 centimeter only. Two circles of the same radii are congruent. Next you have to take two squares. Actually the first square you just look at the sides 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. And the second square also all the sides are 2 centimeter. So two squares of the same sides are congruent. Okay. Congruence of triangles. Two figures are said to be congruent if they have same size and same shape. First we have to take a triangle ABC. The next triangle is PQR. Actually AB value is 4.5 cm, BC value is 5 cm and the AC value 4 cm. In next triangle PQR, PQ value 4.5 cm and PR value 4 cm, RQ value also 5 cm. So we have to say the vertex P is equal to angle P equal to angle A, angle Q equal to angle B, angle C is equal to angle R. Okay. Next we have to take the sides of the triangle. The first side is AB. The side AB is equal to side PQ and side BC is equal to side QR. The third side of the triangle AC is equal to PR. So you just cut the two triangles and match it now. We have to equate the two triangles. So the two triangles are said to be congruent because the two triangles have same shape and same size. So easily we have to say the two triangles are congruent. Actually in congruent triangles corresponding parts are equal. Actually short form we have to write this CPCT rule. What is that expansion of CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we have to use the, suppose we have to derive some problems means we have to look at the diagrams. So the two figures are congruent means we have to use this condition. The condition is actually CPCT rule. What is the expansion of CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Criteria for congruence of triangles. The first one, SAS congruence rule. Actually two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Suppose we have to take two triangle, one triangle is ABC, another one triangle is PQR, means we have to just look at the figure. The first side AB is equal to the second triangle side PQ and the second side of the triangle ABC, that is BC, is equal to second side of the second triangle, that is QR. The included angle is actually A and P. Suppose that also equal, we have to say the two triangles are congruent. Now we have to use some example. This is actually AOD triangle. The next triangle is BOC. Here the triangles, two triangles meeting at a point O. So we have to take OA is equal to OB and OC equal to OD. So the first side equal and the second side are also equal. Actually what about this angle? You just look at this. This is actually vertically opposite angle. So BOC is equal to AOD. We know vertically opposite angles are equal. So here we have to write triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC based on SAS rule, that is side angle side congruence rule. What is that? Two triangles are congruent if two sides. The two sides are, the first side is OAOB, the second side are OCOD, and the included angle is actually BOCAOD. So two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides, the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. So easily we have to say the two triangles are congruent. ASA congruence rule. This is a second criteria. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Actually here we are going to use we just take two triangles. The first triangle is actually ABC and the second triangle is DEF. Two triangles are congruent, two angles. The first angle is B, the second angle is E and the included side is B. Suppose two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. We have to say the two triangles are congruent. Here we are going to discuss this condition. So we have to prove no. For proving the congruence of the two triangles, we are going to discuss three cases here. Actually the first case, first I will explain. Given two triangles ABC and DEF in which angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F, BC equal to EF. What we have to prove? Finally we have to prove the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. We just assume in the first case the side AB equal to D. This is our assumption. Okay. Let us assume AB side is equal to DE. We just take the first angle B equal to angle E and the side BC equal to EF. The second angle C is equal to angle F. These are the given conditions only. No. Now we just assume the side AB equal to DE. So we have to take triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Here we use the condition SAS rule because already we assumed the side AB and side DE equal. Next we have to take BC equal to EF. These are the two sides and the included angle is actually B and E. So two sides and the included angle equal. So we have to take the two triangles are congruent. This is the first case. In the first case we just assume the side AB equal to DE. So easily we have to prove using the first criteria SAS rule the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Next we are going to take the second case. In the second case If possible, AB is greater than DE. Take a point P on AB such that PB equal to DE. This is actually triangle ABC. This is the second triangle DEF. We have to take the AB value is greater than DE, the side. Actually, this is one of the side triangle DEF. This is one of the side in the triangle ABC. We just assume this side is greater than DE. So, we take a point P on AB. Now, we have to prove PB equal to DE. First, we have to take the triangle PBC and triangle DEF. In triangle PBC and DEF, the side PB equal to DE. Angle B equal to angle E. We know BC equal to EF. So, we can conclude using SAS axiom, triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DEF. These two triangles are congruent. So, the corresponding parts will be equal, no. So, PCB is equal to DFE. The same procedure we have to follow for ACB is equal to DFE. So, P coincides, actually we have to understand this, the point P coincides with A. So, we have to easily say the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Actually here with the help of the point P only we prove this. We just take the point P on AB. So, we have to assume triangle PBC, just take the triangle PBC and DEF. The side PB of the triangle PBC and the side DE of triangle DEF are equal. Angle B equal to angle E. We know BC equal to EF, that is given, okay. So, using SAS axiom, that is two sides and the included angle of the first triangle is equal to two sides and the included angle of the second triangle are equal, means we have to apply the SAS axiom here. So, these two triangles are congruent. Congruent triangle means the corresponding parts will be equal. So, PCB is equal to DFE. ACB is equal to DFE. This point P coincides with A. So, what is the conclusion finally? BA equal to ED. The BA is the one of the side of the triangle ABC. The second triangle side is actually DE. So, BA equal to DE. Therefore, the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Here we used the condition SAS axiom. Okay. Next, third case, we have to take the side AB is less than DE. The second case we assumed no. The side AB is greater than DE. Now we have to take the side AB is less than DE. So, the same procedure we have to follow here. Take a point M on DE such that we use the similar condition ME equal to AB. So, we can conclude that AB equal to DE. That is the one of the side of the triangle ABC. This is also one of the side of the triangle DE. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Therefore, two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Actually, this is the proof for ASA congruence rule. And the next criteria, AAS congruence rule. Two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angles and one pair of corresponding sides are equal, that is angle side rule. The final one is RHS congruence rule. If in two right triangles, hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and the one side of other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. What is the expansion of RHS means? Right angle, hypotenuse, side.